put the wings down, make sure they're afloat. Pick myself a different gear. Get straight with the mower so that the drive lines, the PTO has a nice easy start to it. Forward. This job doesn't take too much concentration, but you want to make sure you're not going to hit anything and you're not going to be scalping the ground. Holy shit, I'm up to 5 minutes of video already. Can't believe it took me 5 minutes just to get over here and get started. But like I said, I'm only maybe a half mile from the farm is all. But we're going to mow this corner off. I'll probably go ahead and mow the whole thing just because of how much growth is here on this stuff. But like I said, it's going to take me a while, and I'm not going to film all of it just because that'd be a shitload of editing that I don't want to do. But yeah, I'm running out of things to say here, so maybe in a little bit, once I get these outside rounds done, I'll put you on the back window and you can watch me go back and forth with the mower at high speed. I'm going to take out that locust because the locusts piss me off. But it's small enough that this mower will handle it beautifully. Actually, most of those locusts this will probably handle beautifully. But I don't know that I really want to go mow them off. This corner doesn't really get used much for anything anyways, because it's a small driveway to get into off a narrow road. And not that it's not a good sized corner, I mean it is a huge corner. Sorry if you can't hear me at the moment, you know. I'm trying to pay attention to this mower and the tractor to kind of clean up the ditch edge here as I back up. And backing up with this mower is pretty easy, but it can be a pain, especially when you're right on a ditch bank like this. So now that that's cleaned up, and there, see, I was scalping the dirt, getting back up out of the ditch, and that's one of the things you got to pay attention to when you're doing this, is that you're not scalping dirt, because that'll dull your blades to the point of being unusable. And these blades are a year old. They were put on last year, and they should probably be replaced, but we don't have a set of blades to put on it, and we're not going to order one right at the moment because we're busy doing other things, like cultivating our soybeans. I don't know if you can see my uncle back there, but he's cultivating with one of our 8360Rs, and the same toolbar that I did anhydrous with, just converted for a cultivator. My dad's older of two younger brothers is cultivating soybean, or snap beans, excuse me, on the other side of town. He's putting down fertilizer, nitrogen fertilizer with the cultivator, because his tractor's got the saddle tanks from the planter. The other 8360R that you've seen before. And I'm mowing, and that pretty much exhausts the operations that are being done with the tractor right now. My dad's getting ready to pump nitrogen on through the irrigation systems on corn and snap beans. And we'll probably be starting that here next week. well meant to be already. A lot of this is probably going to get scrapped just because I'm either not saying much or what I'm saying isn't making any sense. But I just about got this little patch here done, and then I'll go back over to the big area, the big part of the corner, and mow that off. And I guess I got a little bit of a skipper there to clean up. But I don't know if you can see the field across the road behind me. That was just planted. Well, half of it was planted yesterday and the other half was planted the day before. That is also snap beans. The field to my left currently is soybeans. Now that little section is done. It is a tedious little fucker because you can't really turn the tractor around. Just got to kind of go back and forth and jockey the mower around to get everything. But I got it done, and now I'm headed back over to the large area of the corner to work on that some more. I am running over soybeans. With the tractor running them over, I don't really care about. I don't want to mow them off because I don't know that this thing won't mow them off to the point where they won't come back. Soybeans are, well, any crop really, if you cut it off above the growing point, they will come back. The growing point on soybeans is the cotyledonary node where the two cotyledons form when the plant is really itty bitty, you know, just starting to form. Those cotyledons right down there are the first two leaves to show, and the growing point is right there in that node between the two cotyledons. So as long as you don't break it off below the growing point, a soybean plant will come back. Corn growing point is the castle, which up until about P5 is below ground. Now, it hasn't even developed yet, but once you start getting to V6, V7, V8, it starts to come up above ground, and once it comes above ground, it moves up the plant pretty fast, and you don't want to snap that off because then your corn plant is done. Grasses and alfalfa form a crown right at the soil surface, but as long as you don't damage that crown, the plants will survive. And even if you do damage the crown, you know, as long as you don't damage the heart of the crown, you know, you can cut off an entire side of the crown, but as long as the heart of the plant is intact, it'll still grow. Yeah, I'm actually going a little bit slow here. Shift up in gear even though I'm just about to the point of the corner here along the edge of the beans and all that to get myself warmed around.